Okay, now I'm going to take up Spiral 1 Topic 2 test. So, we're looking at this, we're looking here. Variables. Variables are the numbers that are in front of the letters. So in this case, our variable is 3. The coefficient, the variable is the letter. So the coefficient. So the letter here is y. So y. Then the coefficient is the number in front. So it's going to be 3. The constant is the number that has no variable attached to it, so that's 2. And our degree for this one is the exponents above the letters, so that's only a 1 right there. And that is not what I wanted to do. So next here, if we take a look at the next one, our variables are x, comma, x to the power of x to the power of 2 and, why did that go and do that? X to the power of 2 and y to the power of 3. Good. Then our coefficients are 1 and actually negative 1, since there's a number attached right in front there. And then our constant, there is no constant here since we have variables and everything. So I'm not going to put anything there. And then our degree, we take the variables have the highest exponents to it. So this one has the high exponent. So 2 plus 3, so our degree is 5. Now here, our variables, we have x, z, and y. For our coefficients, we have 2 and 1, because remember there's a 1 in front of that. Our constant, we have a 5, and our degree, we have a 2. So a 1 and a 1 there, so that's going to be 2. So now we have like terms have the same what? And like terms have the same variable, so same letter, plus have the same exponent. Now, expanding the equation 3 bracket y minus 7 requires us to do what operation? That operation is multiply. The fancy term I use in class is to rainbow. Now we need to we need to identify our like terms. So if I looked here, I know this, and this are like. These all have different variables and exponents. Down here, I take a look and I notice these ones are like here, but also I have some YZs here that are also like. Same variable and exponent. This one only has a y, so we can't include it. A monomial is one term. A binomial is 2 terms. Oops, let's use y. And a trinomial is 3 terms. So simplify the following. So first thing I have to do is I'm going to identify my like terms. So in this case, these are like terms, and these here are like terms. So if I want to rewrite it, I'm going to group my like terms together. So I have 5x, covered everything up, 5x minus 3x plus 3 plus 12. So that's going to equal 2x plus 15 is my answer there. Over here, let's do the same. I'm going to identify all my like terms, get the signs in there as well. What x's do I have? These are all x's here, and my numbers are here. So if I were to rewrite, I'm not going to rewrite those. It takes me too long to put these together. So I'm going to put these together. Don't I have pink? No. I'm going to put these together. I'm going to put these together. I'm going to put these together. So that is going to equal x squared minus 5x. So that's going to equal negative 4x to the power 2. And this is really annoying how I have to keep clicking twice. 2, take that off. Then my next one is I have x plus 19. So 1 plus 19 is 20x. And lastly, I have negative 10, and sorry, negative 15 and positive 10. So I combine those, it's going to be negative 5. Now here, first I have to get rid of the brackets. So I'm going to pretend there's a 1 here. And I'm going to rainbow in as we go. But since there's a 1, nothing's going to change. What's going to change here, that's a negative. Therefore, everything in here is going to switch signs. So in this case, the first one is going to be 3x to the power 2 minus 2x minus 2. So all the same. But everything on the next side is going to switch sides. It's going to be minus 7 plus 4x minus x squared. Good. Now I can collect my like terms. So let's identify what's like. We got this and this are like. Then my x's are going to go together. And then my numbers are all together. So in this case, I have 3x minus x squared, so that's going to equal 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. Then I'm going to do my x's. 4 minus 3 is going to just be plus x. Oops. There. Plus x. And then negative 2 and negative 7 is going to be negative 9. So expand and simplify. Okay. So here's where we talked about rainbowing before. We're going to rainbow in as we go here. So all we're doing is multiplying in. So negative 4 times 4 is negative 16. X. Negative 4 times 10. Negative 10 negatives are positive, so you're going to plus 40. Negative 4 times negative y is going to be plus 4y. Then we're going to do the same thing here and here. So 3 times 3 is 9, include the x, plus 3 times 4 is 12, minus 12, negative 3 times 4, and negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9x. Then we're going to collect like terms, so let's highlight my like terms. I do my x's and I do my numbers. So my next line is going to be 9 plus 9 is 18x. Then negative 12 plus 12 is 0. So I'm done there. Solve for the following unknown. All right. So the first thing we have to do is collect our like terms on each side. So in this case, I'm just working side by side here. I'm not going to cross over side when I'm doing my like terms. So on this side I have those two. This side I have these two. So let's rewrite the equation with that done. So 5x plus 7 equals, I like to put my x's first. So I'm going to go negative 4x. And then that's 32 plus 11 is going to be, what's that, 43? Plus 43. Now I need to bring x is the one side, y is the other. So 5 is going to stay here. So I'm going to bring the 4 over. And then I'm going to take this over to this side. So, there's my pen again. So that's going to equal 5x, and it's going to be a positive 4, as long as I can see that. It's a negative on this side, so it's going to become positive 4x equals, and I already have the 43 over there, so I'm going to write that down, minus 7. Because it's plus 7 on the other side, it's going to become negative 7. That's going to equal 9x equals 36. Then I have to divide by the coefficient here, so I'm going to divide by 9 on this side and divide by 9 on this side. And that's going to give me x equals 4. Even if you don't think divide by 9 on both sides, it's a 9 multiplying this side becomes a divide. Now we have to kind of do everything here. So we're going to rainbow first. Now here, the number in front is actually negative 1, not the x. We're going to rainbow this way. So that's going to equal 6x minus 15 minus 8 equals, x is just hanging out there. And since it's negative 1 in front, all the signs are just going to change. So it'll be negative 3x minus 7. Then we have to collect our like terms. So let's highlight our like terms. On this side it's these two. On this side it's these two. So let's figure out what we have then. So we have 6x is going to be the same. And then it's going to be negative and negative is more negative. So it'll be negative 23 equals the x in minus 3x. So equal 2x, and the minus 7 is just hanging out. So then I'm going to bring over, this biggest number is right here, so I'm going to bring this over and bring this one over to the side. So that is going to equal 6x minus 2x equals, negative 7 is already over there, so I'm going to put negative 7 there already, and then we're going to have negative 23 come over, so it's a negative on that side, so it's going to be plus 23. So that's going to equal 4x equals, what's that, 16, I do believe. Then we need to bring the 4 over, so it's going to be x equals 16 divided by 4. So x is going to equal 4. So Fortnite skins. Fortnite skins cost $8.50 and emotes are $2.25. So write the equation for cost. Okay. So cost is going to equal, it says we're writing an equation for buying one outfit and numerous emotes. So one outfit's going to cost 8.5 plus numerous emotes. So I'm going to say an emote costs $2.25, and we're going to call numerous n, or we'll call E for emotes. So here's my equation for buying lots of emotes and one costume. So if we spent $28.75 for some reason, we would put that $28.75 as the cost. 28.75 equals 8.5 plus 2.25. E. Now we have to solve for how many emotes we're going to buy. So then we're going to move this 8.5 over to the other side, just like we did in the previous questions. So it's going to end up being 28.75 minus 8.5 equals 2.25 E. Now that's going to equal 20.25, I believe, equals 2.25 E. So then I take a look and I need just E, so this is a multiply right now. So if I move it over, it's going to do the opposite, and that's going to be a divide. So let's get it out of the way here. So go 20.25 divided by 2.25 equals, and let's sneak at the answer here, 9 equals E. So the answer is 9 equals E. A good communication mark would include, you can buy nine emotes if 9 emotes with 28.75 if you buy one outfit. Now for a great question. Why great? Because it has basketball in it. So write the simplified expression for the perimeter. So simplified expression for the perimeter is just the whole measure of around the outside. So I'm going to copy. I can't copy that, can I? Or if I can. Oh. What just happened here? So let's just go here. So if I were to walk myself around the outside, starting here, it'd be 10x minus 4 plus 5x. So I went here and here. Now I still got to go here and here. So this here is going to be, on this side, is another 10x minus 4. And over here is going to be another 5x. So we just keep adding this onto our equation. Plus 10x minus 4 plus 5x. Now next thing we have to do, we want it simplified. So we're going to collect like terms. So we're going to highlight all my x's. And then we're going to highlight all my numbers. And put those together. I'll get out of there. So that's going to equal 10 plus 10 plus 5 plus 5. So that's going to equal 30x minus 8 when I put all that together. And that's going to equal my perimeter. Now it says here my perimeter is 288 feet. So let's rewrite this down here. And I'm going to replace my perimeter with 288 p. So now I have to isolate my variable. So this is coming over. So it's a negative 8 on this side, so it's going to become a plus on the opposite side. The inverse operation. Then my computer's going to jump around. So I get 30x equals 288 plus 8. So 30x equals 296. And then we have to move over this. So it's a multiply on this side, so it's going to become a divide on the other side. So if I go to my equation, I have x equals 296 divided by 30. Let's just do that over here, a little calculation. 296 divided by 30 equals 9.9. Let's say x equals 9.9. It's clearly on the front of the page. Hopefully it says, oh, it doesn't say about anything about rounding. I could make it whatever I want then. So now it asks me what's the width of each thing. So I know the width is 5x. So that's the same as saying 5 times x, which in this case, 5 times, and we know x is 9.9, so the width is going to equal 49.5 feet. And I shouldn't have put this in here. This is a mistake. So we haven't done conversion. So then my other side is my length, which equals 10x minus 4. Oops. Which is equal to 10 times x minus 4. So if I replace the x with the value we found, minus 4 equals, oh, what happened there? Minus 4, oh, that's right, 10.9, boom, 95 feet. So we know our court has a length of 95 feet and a width of 49. Then we take a look here. What are you going to be doing during March break? My wife and I went down to the States and watched basketball. All right, thank you very much.